I think that I have too much to improve in my pronunciation. That's why I am here.
What are the most difficult aspects of pronunciation when learning English or whatever other language?
So in my case, I think that the most difficult aspect are the different phonemes that we usually don't have in Portuguese.
The D at the end was kind of tricky, at least for me, to pronounce because we kind of don't have that in Portuguese.
Let's say that children learn more easily from a cognitive perspective. But guys, that doesn't mean that adults cannot learn. For example, I think I learned English like much later in life. And the reason why I sound a little bit more accurate, it's because like I trained myself to sort of sound like this. I think pronunciation instruction, let's say self-instruction, helped me to, you know, produce sounds that I didn't know even existed. So the definitions are a little bit technical, but I'm going to give you examples. So phonetics is the branch of linguistics, which is concerned with investigating all the possible sounds that humans are able to make. And by extension is a science that provides methods for description, for, you know, classifying and for transcribing sounds. So I'm pretty sure that most of you are familiar with the IPA chart, right? Some people find it overwhelming, but I tell you that learning a few of these symbols can help you with pronunciation, especially some of the symbols which represent sounds that you do not have like in your first language.
The books I use to teach my students have exercises of pronunciation. It's very important, mainly for beginners, yeah, because they don't know exactly how the words are pronounced.
But sometimes, you know what happens? I said that it's difficult to produce a sound that you cannot hear, but I didn't say it's impossible. There are speakers who can produce sounds without hearing them by learning the articulatory features involved. Basically, vowels are sound produced with no air obstruction, and for producing consonants, you need to have at least a partial degree of obstruction, right? So how about 5?
B.
I'll try to fix it again. 5.
B.
Okay. Could you say the word instead?
Feel.
Okay. It was feel and not feel, right? Because one thing is feel, and then feel. Okay. It's not only that it's short, it's really the articulation. Okay. Feel. Usually, language education in Brazil is more targeted at teaching practices, and linguistics is a bit different.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Igor. I am an English and Portuguese student.
I am Masha. I'm from Brasilia, Brazil, but I'm living in Sweden now for 11 years.
Phoneme is not the sound itself, right? Phoneme is the abstract identity. I know this is a little abstract, but what you're hearing now as I speak are phones, right? But they are connected to your brain somehow. Articulatory phonetics is about understanding what articulators are involved in speech production. Auditory phonetics is concerned with investigating how speech signals are interpreted by our ear and brain. And this is really important for second language acquisition. We can do something a little bit more practical here, right? Which is the practice of the p, t, and k. I don't know if it's something that you ever noticed or if it's something that you struggled with, right? Because it's a feature that we do not have in Portuguese.
And I'm here for self-improvement. And I'm completely nuts about phonetics and phonology. So
what we're going to approach today, which is speech perception or auditory phonetics, right? And this is one of the leading questions in the area of auditory phonetics, which is like, how does the hearing system, like the human hearing system, respond to sounds? And the main goal of auditory phonetics is to understand the processes underlying speech, human speech perception. But the funny thing is, something that I always question myself is, why do we have like the same phonetic symbol to represent these different nuances, right?
Every time I have to watch a movie, I have to like stop like 3 or 4 times because it's so long, and I have to do things in between, you know.
Don't remember. So I do remember twice it happened. It happened in the same week when I was in elementary school.
But there is an aspect of English that is really overlooked in classes, which is the teaching of intonation and rhythm, which as a phonetician myself, I sort of like overlook it because I find it a little challenging to teach, because there's a lot of misinformation in books. Here, I'm gonna show you this exercise in which intonation is used here to contrast old and new information, okay? It's you're going to see 2 different intonation patterns that are being used in these sentences here.
She wants one, Mary wants a car.
Okay, let's try to work a little bit better on that. Okay, so she wants one, okay? She wants one. To place the intonation on the verb, like she wants one.
She wants one.
Okay, and the second one would be something more like Mary wants a car. Mary wants a car. Mary wants a car. 2 volunteers. Would anyone like to try show your speaking skills?
I can express myself in Arabic, all right, and I understand most of the Middle Eastern languages. It is an exciting opportunity. They actually offered it to me outright.
Thank you so much, guys, and sorry for making this session a little longer than planned.
Thank you, Robson.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.